area after putting heavy presence towards the B side, forcing them into these deep areas, and now able to get into A. But hold on, jin gets shut down by NDG, and that will be a moment of respite for NAOS, maybe a possibility of retake.
Yeah, but look at the super late lurk from Chamber. I mean, he won't get a lot of opportunity to make any impact, but now that he's been spotted over here, NDG is gonna have that in the back of his mind like an itch that he can't scratch. He has to break the door quickly before the Chamber arrives and ruins their plans of retake.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god. Wukong doing monkey business over here, going ape shit on them. NAOS have absolutely no chance of getting anything done. The best that Blurred can do is maybe take a kill or two before he dies, and even then it won't be all that impactful to take mid because they don't want to walk into a stack. But now they're more than comfortable going for a full-blown B execute. Oh no!
Running back to start us off is Jay actually to shut it down. Trying his best to hold on with his buddy Blurred deep on side. They've got the backup from NDG coming in. Now Jin, he didn't get a chance with his run it back, but when he does run it back, he finds a double kill. I feel like it was always a scenario where you're going to get surprised, because the way Fancy seem to function is they look for those mid-round executes as a unit every single time. So when you get contact on that turret, you're not going to get one person on the other side. You're going to get more than one every single time, and it ends up paying off. But now they're going for the retake irrespective.
And this is just a ruse. The actual execute is happening towards the B side, where Blurred is just standing there hoping that he'll be able to get a frag or two. At least he gets a real kill onto Nizzy, but will he be able to double up onto Wukong? Absolutely not. B side's under control, but the time is of the essence. They need to go for the spike plant right here and now. Maybe a little disruption can come through if the defenders actually start flooding in right now, but the spike gone down. At this point, I think the situation has stabilized. The only person who can throw a spanner in the works for NAOS is this Chamber, who's making it absolutely obvious that he's over there. He's not trying to keep his footsteps a secret, and for now, NAOS are just marking B main. As long as they deal with this Chamber, they are fine, but they haven't been able to deal with him, and Kakarot has to watch like 3 places at once. So there's no way he can this could be bad for them. Even if they don't go for the retake and just recover the weapons, that should be fine. At least they're getting the kills. Fischio feels that it is necessary for him to make a play over there. And there's only one spot left where they can be, and that's towards Binary. NDG does a great job of holding mid. The only person who can stop them is Fischio. And if he's able to get a kill or two over here, it could make the lives of Fancy United a little easier. But he doesn't. So now they're locked in here with them.
The Null Command as well as the Nightfall to go in, and Paranoia has set in for the Fancy United members. They have no idea who's coming in from where. They don't hear the TP from NDG, and he misses that first shot, and it's going to be a heavy army to try and shut him down. But the backup already ready to that mid area. Mojer gets shut down, but can Jay and Kakarot find a streak?
Nah, too many people on mid. The smoke doesn't let anyone get a line of sight. And hey, at least they're giving them the fight where they want. Fancy United now creeping in towards mid, have an opportunity to make things work, but Jin and Wukong are just simply not taking no for it.
And it's Blurred who picks up the initial frag. Fancy now angry, trying to shut him down.
Jin, no, he gets caught right there. There's so much disruptive counter utility, whether it's flashes or it's the Paranoia. It stops Fancy United in their tracks, and they're now just trapped in this lane 1. It's a firing range for them as they get a hailstorm of bullets in the face. And Jin, oh my god, I've lost track of the number of ultimates he's used. I mean, there's been so many, I just simply can't keep track. Prowlers, flashes, everything going down. Fischio, good for one, but Blurred with his big fat Odin is still a menace to deal with, and he's spraying them all down. They're walking into his crosshair, and he's making mincemeat of them.
Chopping them up into little pieces with that Odin's high rate of fire. Leaves Fischio hoping for an opportunity now. There's an idea where they are, but he gets sprayed down. Getting that early contact, they utilize it in the later stage by setting a Mojer in the off. But hold on, we've got the Null Command coming through for Fancy United as they once again try to move into the Odin for a mid to be split. Now Jin, he gets one, but he's gonna get instantly shut down, but he's already done his job. He's found the entry, he's found the space, and he's found the site for his... Trying to pull off the retake, trying to go together piece by piece, and Mojer, he finds the first contact and the kill to pull it off, finds the second as well, coming alive with his impact. Can he find the clutch? Yes, he most definitely can. Mojer with a 4K to equalize the scoreline, pulls off a 2v3 clutch, should tell him immediately. Should give him an indication that there's someone in Wines, which means a double A main approach, and it's YESicaN who shuts him down. But the entirety of NAOS is trying to move in through A short, but they've instead got crunched, they've got sandwiched, and they've got shut down in this tree area. Trying to pull themselves out of it is Jin, holding them down though, but finally they've got a breath, a moment to get out, but they haven't got the spike.
Qualifiers hold out. Last time NAOS tried to go for something like that, they had the Cloudburst to cut them off, but oh no, Jin, he's already got this farmed up. The flashes and prowlers go right inside, and the crossfires are potent enough, but will they be able to overcome Fancy United? Nizzy is the one holding and leading the charge. Taps the spike, tries to bait Kakarot out of his hiding hole, but Kakarot does not budge.
It is Jin, and he's gonna be happy that Jin is at least performing, and he certainly is. The run it back coming online now, they get hella aggressive, and the call from the coach, get into their faces, show them who you are. We've got this in the bag as long as we play our game, and you're gonna see that aggression continue even in this round. Clips, heavy mid aggression, 5 players moving in with the Tour de Force. Fisher's already picked up 2.
Oh, and he knows he's got him cornered in that cubby. NDG has no chance of escape. Fishio takes no prisoners.
In the smokes, and Jay struggling with the crosshair. Fancy picking up the pace, taking the fight to NAOS, and they have no answer for it, Crips. In the worst moment he possibly could, and Jin shuts them down, and with no spokes, NAOS in an impossible position.
Exactly. I mean, he was holding so passively simply to make sure that Fancy United can't do whatever the hell they want, but they ended up doing it regardless. NAOS respond by taking B with force and sheer aggression. Jin has already used up his run it back, so he can't really make any magic work, but with his teammate coming in from lane 2 and the Nightfall going in, everyone's gonna be low on HP, so they can actually finish them off. And Jin is doing this! A flash into the corner, he knows Kakarot is blind. Ooh. Okay, and now this could be a little tricky. This could be costly. There's too much time being wasted. Fancy United sure have the null command, but Jay? Okay, that's difficult to deal with.
Jay finds a huge 2K and suddenly just severely increases the odds of NAOS being able to win this post plant. Still 3v4 with a weapons advantage. They fancy their chances and they're gonna go for it. Jumping down, not so coordinated, but it's a 1-for-1 trade for now. NAOS looking for some holding. Now they've got the run it back to retake this side, Crips, but NAOS have already proved with inferior weapons they can hold it down. Can they do the same with just as good weapons?
Oh, maybe they can if they start beating YESicaN. They try to force the fights towards heaven, but Jin is about to come in from the other side. The Paranoia is actually wasting his run at back, but it doesn't really matter because YESicaN picks up the slack. Jade tries to go in for a fancy maneuver of his own, but NDG and Blood, I'm assuming, will go down because YESicaN won't be able to do all that much. He's trapped over here with no hopes of backup. Fishio does get one before he finally bites the dust, but now is the time for Jin to pop in, and he swings wide, gets the frag, turns it into a 3v3. Spike still hasn't gone down, and if they can delay this one, it will be amazing. The HP advantage still lies with Fancy United, and it's going to be even easier for them to deal with now that Nizzy has taken down Blurred through the woodworks. Oh my god, he washes them with the flash and flushes them out of cover
from every single corner. This has suddenly turned tables where Fancy were the defenders. They have now become the attackers, trying to execute into a 5-man stack on site, going for the retake. The recon not revealing much, the spam trying to hold them down. The 0 point does delay the utility, but the Paranoia still comes through, as well as the one-ways. It's Fancy moving in for the kill, but now they shut them down.
that KO, who's now covered by a smoke. NDG, on the other hand, has reached the CT side of it. So, in case Fancy United aren't, they aren't thorough enough, this can go overlooked, and NDG can get a couple of frags for free. Nobody's looking towards him, and he strikes from the shadows when the time is right. Thinks one more, strikes again, and this is a disaster. We are going to a trip. Poor guy. Fishu has been so impactful for his team, and man, right at the start, that is a disaster for Fancy United. This is it. This seems like they're walking in.
Paranoia traded by both of the Omens. All of that pressure towards the A-shot area, but the people on site refuse to budge. They know that the spike is here, and it's Mojer able to shut down YESicaN, and Nizzy now with no options as
in their tracks. The backstab can't progress any further without revealing his position. Wukong, trapped in no man's land, gets instantly deleted. Jay is able to liberate this site. Now the flank finally comes through, and with the Killjoy out of the picture, I don't know if NAOS are aware about this.
They most certainly aren't, but they don't care anymore, Crips. They've got themselves on site, the flank, a second too late, and now Fancy fighting for their lives in this match. 3v4 on the retake, and NAOS, so far they've proven highly successful in their post plants, in their crossfires.
Oh,
Jin,
yeah.
Fragger trying to move in with that flashpoint, but it's Mojer who finds the first,